Hello and welcome to another episode of Authentic Leader Q&A. I'm your host, Amber Ludwig, the founder of the Authentic Leader Academy, which is the premier training center to help you build your online platform, market, and grow your business online. Today's question comes from Jackie.
Hey, Amber, this is Jackie, America's happyologist and lifestyle strategist. And the question I have for you is I'm finding that more and more people are following me through social media, which is great, but I'm losing people who are opting into my email list and prefer to just follow me on social media. So, on one hand, it's great that they want to follow me on social media, but I can't engage with them or have them learn more about my services if they're opting out from subscribing to my website to follow me on social media. So, any tips or suggestions with relationship to that?
Well, you're welcome, Jackie, and that's a great question and one that a lot of my clients have right now. The thing is that we all are facing right now, we're kind of going into uncharted territory because people are getting bombarded with emails like we have never seen before. I mean, it's not uncommon in a day for me to unsubscribe to 5 different email lists, most of which I hadn't even opted into. So, I mean, we are just getting absolutely bombarded with emails all the time. What I'm seeing is that people are unsubscribing left and right, even to people that they really value and want to follow, because it's just too much. And also, a lot of times when people are sending emails to their email list, there's not a whole lot of great quality or value packed into that email. There's a lot of fluff and nothing that's really directly related to what the visitor really wants to know about. So I guess the first thing that I want to talk to you about is what we can be putting inside of your email content to retain their interest and to make sure that they want to stay subscribed. I mean, it's completely natural that every time you send an email to your email list, you will get a number of unsubscribes. That's completely natural and normal. But obviously, we want to retain as many people as possible. When most people are sending emails out to their email list, they're talking about themselves. Oh, look at me, I'm featured here. I did this, me, and myself, and my business, and my success. And while there is some value to that because it showcases your credibility, it shows that you're an expert in your field, it doesn't really mean much to most of your other visitors. So there needs to be way more of a balance there and something that's more heavily weighted toward what do your audience really wanting to hear from you. For example, do they want to know how to overcome stress? I mean, I'm trying to think about your topic about being, happy, getting in the happy zone. So what makes your visitor unhappy? How are they feeling every time they open up that email? Why are they depressed? Are they having relationship issues? Do they feel isolated and alone? Are they stressed? Are they dealing with health issues and, they're facing the end of their life and they're suffering from that? Do they have any friends or any family? Do they have ambitions? Are they lazy? Are they overweight? There's a lot of different things that can equate to somebody's unhappiness in life. And if you are the happyologist, the one that's going to go out there and transform your audience and get them results and get them some lasting happiness, then all of your email effort and energy needs to go toward making them feel happy. Not just updating them necessarily on your latest blog post, which there is value in that, but how can you look at your email and say, does this email make me happy? Do I feel happier as a result of reading this email? And if the answer is no, then that's going to be a problem in your specific industry. In my industry, I'm facing a whole different set of things that I need to be thinking about every time I send out an email. So I'm not trying to just target you or isolate you here. Everybody in every industry is going to have to figure this out for themselves. What is the ultimate mindset of their perfect target client, and how can they transform that mindset every single time they send out an email? Now, if you approach your email marketing this way, it's going to take you longer to send out an email because in a perfect world, you just say, copy paste, here's my blog post, my video, this is the summit I'm going to be in, and that's that. But that's not adding a whole lot of value to the person. So it's going to take you a little bit longer now to write your emails, but it's so worth it because the money is in the list. That's what you're going to hear a lot of internet marketers say. And they say that because with your email list, it's more private one-on-one time where you can build that relationship with that email subscriber. And it's much harder to achieve that on social media. And I know you know that, which is why you submitted this question in the first place. So before I really go in and tackle your question here in just a second, I guess my point of starting the answer this way is to show you that if you're not ready for those people to become email subscribers, then it doesn't matter if they subscribe or not, because as soon as they subscribe, they're just going to unsubscribe, right? So we want to make sure that you have a solid strategy for your email marketing to handle the load of email subscribers that's going to come to you with some of these strategies I'm going to share next. Social media is awesome for building relationships, for staying in touch with people, for building your network, sharing content, engagement, and so on and so forth. But the problem with social media is that a very small percentage of the people that are following you are actually going to see your posts. For example, on Facebook, you're probably going to have 5% or less of people who have liked your business page that will actually see the post that you create. So you could all day long promote your services and your blog posts and your value and inspire them and make them happy, but a very few percentage of people are even going to see those posts unless you increase your engagement. The more likes, comments, and shares you get on social media, the better. Because what happens is Facebook, let's say in this instance, as soon as they see that you have engagement on your post, they're going to open up that post to more of your network, and then more of your network, and more of your network. So it behooves you to create content that people really engage with. And you have such a great topic for this, because if you gear all of your effort and energy on social media toward making people happy, making them smile, making them laugh, getting them excited, motivating them, helping them achieve their goals, giving them results, all of these things are going to be one of the most shared topics on social media. So that's the good news for you, is you have a leg up on a lot of other industries that are out there. Now, how do you get people on social media once you're engaging with them and more people are seeing your posts? How do you then convert them over to your email list? Well, you're going to have to get really creative and realize that this is not a short-term effort of yours. This should be, you should condition yourself to put this as a part of your regular ongoing marketing effort. And you're in it for the long term, because people are going to continue to follow you on social media, and the news followers will not have seen these other efforts that maybe some of your older followers have seen. Also, sometimes it takes people 3, 4, 5 times to see a call to action before they actually take action on it, believe it or not. So as part of your ongoing marketing strategy and trying to convert these social media followers into email subscribers, you want to just be thinking, what motivates you to opt into people's email lists? Well, usually it's some sort of incentive or offer, right? What I would encourage you to do, Jackie, is start offering regular live webinars. I am always preaching about webinars because there is tremendous value in them. It's one of the greatest sales platforms. And it's a great way to build your email list, to make more sales, to interact with your email list, to build a loyal following, showcase your expertise. I mean, there's like a never-ending list of why live webinars are so awesome, and I recommend Google Hangouts on Air for that. But what I would encourage you to do is run a monthly webinar or a bi-monthly, so every other month you run a webinar. At the very least, you should be running them once a quarter. And you should drive that social media following into opting in for that webinar, because you're basically going to create a landing page that says opt into my email list, and I'm going to email you the link to access the webinar. And that's a great way to get people on your email list. And I'm seeing some of my clients building massive followings just by doing live webinars. So that's definitely one way that you can incentivize your social media following to opt into your list. But also be thinking about products that you could create. Could you create an ebook and in part of your regular social media marketing campaign, promote that ebook? And not just, hey, check out my awesome ebook, but what if you could take that ebook and create a list of 50 or 100 one-liner tips or nuggets that come out of that ebook material? Then over the next 6 months, start sharing one of those tips at a time, and say this is just a little flavor or a little taste of what's going to be packed into the value of this ebook that people are raving about. In order to get immediate access to this ebook today and download it, print it out, and start using it, simply click here, go to my landing page, and opt into my email list. You could either be doing that same strategy with an ebook, a video, an audio, anything like that that's how-to based. And again, you have such a great topic for this. Create separate landing pages for the separate little mini products that you create that are free, and use that as leverage, as an incentive for people to opt into your email list. And as long as you keep talking about it on social media, those people absolutely are going to convert over. And another thing that you can do is, as you're really building up all of this free product, advertise the heck out of that on your website, inside of your blog posts. Your blog posts don't just have to be about that content, that how-to tip on how to reduce stress or whatever. What if it was about that topic, but then weaved into that blog post, you're inviting people to download a free ebook on the 10 ways to reduce stress, or whatever it is, the ebook or the upcoming webinar or the video. So in all of your content, you can keep driving people to those opt-in offers, and then consider adding a free tab at the top navigation of your website. And when they hover on free, they should get another drop-down menu that lists out the landing pages for all the different free products that you have. I have built so many email followers just from doing that very tactic and driving traffic, continuing to talk about it, suggesting that people opt into my email list. So you want to have a lot of good incentives and offers. You want to be very clear about what people are going to get once they opt in. And that's another big mistake that I see, is people just say, stay connected, but then when I opt in, I have no idea how often you're going to email me, what you're going to email me. Are you going to spam me and drive me crazy, or is it a once-a-month digest? And that could have a lot to do with my decision whether or not I'm going to opt into your email list as well. So be very clear about that, and then have a really solid back-end strategy for your email marketing. Again, getting into their mindset and making sure that you are delivering like top level value on each of those emails, and really focus on transformation. And not only are you going to retain those email followers, but you're going to get a whole lot more clients out of that list as well. At this point, I'd love to know your feedback. What was the big aha moment as we went through and talked about all of these strategies? What are you going to start to implement today? Leave me a comment below and let's get this conversation going. Of course, you can ask me any additional questions as well. Definitely want to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more notifications as soon as more of these videos are published, because there's a lot of value packed into here. I'd also encourage you to go to AuthenticLeaderAcademy.com and sign up for my next free live webinar, where I can answer your questions live and talk to you about the most important things you need to focus on when building your business online. For now, I just want to thank you so much for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.